A lot happening here over the next couple of weeks, so let's get straight into it. Coming up in the next few days, tonight we have the fine Italian drummer Enzo Zerilli launching his latest CD featuring the excellent award-winning young guitarist Rob Luft, who's been performing here since he was a student. Really good player and good band. Tomorrow night's very interesting gig featuring Jeremy Stacey, who's been playing and hanging out at the Six since the old days in the Kings Road in the 1980s. These days, after 7 years with the US star Sheryl Crow, 2 years touring with his friend Noel Gallagher in High Flying Birds, and currently one of the two drummers in the iconic band King Crimson, Jeremy is rightly considered to be one of the UK's finest drummers. Tomorrow he'll be bringing his jazz quartet to the club, and if it's anything like the last few jazz gigs he's done here recently, should really be well worth catching. Another old hand, singer-pianist Tony O'Malley, is with us on Friday with his groove R&B set that's driven along by his powerfully and genuinely charismatic performance. If you haven't seen him yet, he really is worth coming down for. And the terrific Georgina Jackson is with us on Saturday, one of the best mainstream singers in the country. She's also somewhat uniquely a nifty jazz trumpet player as well. In fact, when I first met her, I knew her just as a trumpet player, but she told me the allure of wearing frocks and telling the rest of the band what to do inspired her to turn to vocals. She really did tell me that, and she really is good at it. Sunday lunch, we have the lovely Rebecca Poole with her quartet, another great performer who sings the perfect set for a Sunday lunch. She recently supported Jules Holland, who absolutely loved her. And then on Sunday evening, the truly remarkable singer-pianist Leanne Carroll. A fabulously gifted performer, Leanne is the singer that all the other singers on the scene defer to. Powerful 1 minute and poignant to the next, to the point of reducing her audience to tears. She really is phenomenal. One reviewer summed her up perfectly when they said that she seemed somehow to be made out of music. Next week, Monday sees the return of Tommy Blaze band singer, guitarist Andy Kane with his increasingly popular band The Crate Diggers, and I still haven't worked out where that name comes from. I really must ask him. And on Tuesday, an interesting rarity. Simon Mulligan is a professional classical pianist, UK born but based out of New York these days, who is also a really fine jazz pianist with his quartet, featuring ex-Amy Whitehouse and current Tom Jones saxophonist Frank Walden. I've actually known Simon since he was a student, when he used to sneak out from his classical studies to come down to check out the jazz at the club, and he really, really is a fine player. Gigs to watch out for. The phenomenal pianist from my band, Samara, Neil Angili, is back with his trio next Thursday. MD for Vanessa May and a regular with the likes of Michael Ball on the War of the Worlds, his playing is absolutely stunning. US groove sensation Acantha Lang is back with her band on Sunday the 1st of April, and the erstwhile Jeremy Stacey is back again on Thursday the 6th of April. We thought we'd get a couple of gigs before he went off with King Crimson again. And he's back with his 14-piece Steely Dan project, which features a host of amazing musicians. And talking about 14-piece bands, All Fired Up is back on Wednesday the 2nd of May, but more about that later. And finally, my friend Mo Foster, a great bass player who's back in April, reminded me of a few Ronnie Scott jokes. Ronnie, as well as being a fantastic saxophone player, was also very funny. So I thought I'd share a few of these bon mots over the next few weeks. This was one of my favourites about the food. Our toilet attendant resigned the other day, said he couldn't stand the smell of the kitchens. And that's it. Thanks for your support and see you soon.